The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Black 20.
Mike, Black 2. Go. Go.
Check 9, check 9.
Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw is gone. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10.
Check. 180. Check. 45 to Mike. So we got man. Check.
22.
36.
They'll run on first down. It's Turner. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Stafford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
52.
Set. Yellow lady.
Gonna be a long day on this.
On first down, Turner. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
20 ready. Lady.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Right there. 180.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Under crunch.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit, exit. Chest.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Rams nothing.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
That's the way.
They'll try and sneak it here. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a give right side. It's Turner. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's trash.
Now it's Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Today you are. Not today.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here goes tonight. Flag 20.
54. I'm on.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Stafford. That's complete to Turner. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 4.
To throw is Stafford. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 26.
A 28-yard gain. And the Vikings first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Turner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And who we got?
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Watch the pass. Watch the safety creep. Whip, whip. Alert.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it.
Now gone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run the counter. Butler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, here's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's complete to Diggs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Here's Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Hey, 22!
Check 59.
From the gun, here's Stafford. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Taylor Rapp with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
180! 12!
After the interception, here's Gall. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Hold on. Check.
Here's Gall. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on the first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
53, ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Vikings.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He's checking crack.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stafford. And Diggs has it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Ricky.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get in there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12. Let's get it. 39-yard line.
I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henderson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We're going to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's coming this way.
On the carry is Henderson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Cut. 180.
54. Light 54. Watch the run. They're running it. Check 3.
Value 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. He gives it to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a give, right side. It's Turner, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Check 43.
Maverick.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to go down again.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set, lady.
Check 53, Mike. You.
On 1st down, Turner. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Off the bootleg. Stafford. Left side caught by Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Turner. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
the 17.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw is gone. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Rams on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
120.
54 Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 9. Goff going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's third down. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield. Fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted. But good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's gone. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to work. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Easy.
24 is the mic. What we got?
32.
24 is the mic.
You gonna go night-night?
Talk about night.
Look at him.
24 is the mic. Crunch time, defense.
From the 50 at Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180.
Drop deep, drop deep.
On 1st down, Henderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass.
Goff now to throw. That's complete to Butler. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Coming again.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready?
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Stand up in.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, shell.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Shell.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now Stafford lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be caught.
Get ready.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Stafford. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw, Goff. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Henderson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
54. Mike, 54.
From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Target.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They come out here in the eye.
70, Indy.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to keep the game alive. And Bryant's kick is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely